And now to the controversy surrounding Pope Benedict, condoms and AIDS. About 100 African Catholics on Sunday rallied at the Vatican to support the Pope's opposition to using condoms in the fight against AIDS. The pontiff told reporters while in Africa earlier this month that condoms only increase the problem. The week-long visit was the pontiff's first to the continent. Catholics around the world applauded the Pope's visit. It was his first and emphasized the continent's importance. Reverend Joseph Donders is a Roman Catholic priest and a member of the Society of Missionaries of Africa.
Now, what the Pope said here in Cameroon is that we should not forget that Africans had in the beginning a terrific influence in the church. So he spoke about African theologians, in the very first century.
Reverend Donders notes that Africa has one of the fastest growing Catholic populations in the world, with an estimated 30% growth over the past 15 years.
The experts expect that by the year 2050, half of Africa, 50% of Africa, will be Christian and to a great extent Catholic.
The reasons are many, from the need to escape social ills to connecting with a larger spiritual community. Ntal Alimasi is president of the National Association of African Catholics here in the U.S.
We are more spiritual than people tend to think of us. And I would say even probably Africans will be more conservative than liberal.
Pope Benedict said a major reason for his week-long trip was to preach hope, forgiveness and Christianity. And in keeping with the Vatican's stand on social justice, he also condemned corruption and human rights violations. But it was his call for Africans to abandon witchcraft and the use of condoms to fight AIDS that drew the most attention. For Reverend Donders, the reaction over condoms was overblown.
It is definitely the position of the official Roman Catholic Church. Yeah.
But not all Catholics support it. John O'Brien is president of Catholics for Choice, an organization that rejects the Vatican's position on sexual and reproductive health. He says the Pope wasted an opportunity to address the AIDS crisis in Africa, which has killed more than 22 million people.
The idea that we try to aspire to an ideal and the Church can preach an ideal, I think that that's fine. But I think the Church also needs to respond to the reality of people's lives.
O'Brien criticizes the Church's influence over AIDS programs that promote abstinence over contraception, such as the President's Emergency Plan for AIDS Relief, or PEPFAR.
They ensured that family planning, or condoms, were decoupled from this AIDS spend. In other words, condoms that would have helped Africans were taken away.
Ntal Alimasi dismisses the uproar. He says there are bigger issues, including the rise of non-Catholic churches in Africa.
They seem to address the issues that people care about, issues of poverty. So at that point, we hoped that the Pope would bring new life.
Both Alimasi and Reverend Donders say they want the Vatican to embrace how Africans express their faith through their culture.
So one of the problems is, for instance, the way in which the liturgy, so the worship is organized. That is organized in a very Western kind of way. And as Africans react to joy and as well to pain in a different way than somebody who would come from the country where the Pope is coming from.
Whether or not the Pope's visit changes how Africans view Catholicism, for many Catholics, the visit was significant enough. Dimyake Mwakalialie, VOA News.